Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Confidence, the podcast that helps you master everyday English communication. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Michael. Today, we're diving into something that might seem simple, but is actually the foundation of all English communication: greetings and introductions.
That's right. We're focusing on the topic, Hello, I'm David. But don't worry, you don't have to be named David to benefit from this episode.
Exactly. We'll cover the most common mistakes learners make when introducing themselves, plus give you practical phrases you can use right away.
Let's start with the most basic introduction. Hello, I'm David. Michael, what's the first thing you notice about this greeting?
Great question. First, it's simple and direct. But here's where many learners make their first mistake. They say, "Hello, I am David," instead of "Hello, I'm David."
Ah, yes, the contraction. In casual conversation, native speakers almost always use contractions. I'm sounds much more natural than I am.
Exactly. But here's another common mistake: pronunciation. Many learners say hello with equal stress on both syllables, hello. But we actually stress the second syllable more, hello.
Let me demonstrate both ways. Wrong way, hello, I am David. Right way, hello, I'm David. Can you hear the difference?
Perfect. And speaking of pronunciation, let's talk about the I'm sound. It's not I am squished together, it's smooth I'm sound, almost like I with an M humming at the end.
Now, while hello, I'm David works in many situations, context is everything. Michael, can you give us some examples of when this might not be the best choice?
Absolutely. If you're in a very formal business meeting, you might say, "Good morning, I'm David Smith," or "Hello, my name is David Smith." The full name adds formality.
Mm-hmm. And if you're at a casual party with friends, you might even skip the hello entirely and just say, "Hey, I'm David," or "Hi there, I'm David."
Great point. Let's break down the different levels. Formal, good morning or afternoon, my name is David Smith. Standard, hello, I'm David. Casual, hi, I'm David, or hey, I'm David.
Here's a mistake I hear often. Students using nice to meet you immediately after introducing themselves. For example, hello, I'm David. Nice to meet you. That's not wrong, but it's more natural to wait for the other person to respond first.
Exactly. The natural flow is, hello, I'm David. Wait for response, then nice to meet you, if appropriate. It's like a conversation dance, not a monologue.
I love that. A conversation dance. And here's a cultural tip. In English-speaking countries, we often add a little extra information after our name. For example, I'm David, I work in marketing. Or I'm David from accounting.
Let's tackle some pronunciation mistakes we hear all the time. Sarah, what's the biggest one?
The f sound in I'm? Wait, that's not right. I mean, learners often struggle with clear pronunciation of I'm. They might say I am too quickly or pronounce it like I'ma with an extra sound.
Good catch. And then there's the handshake issue. In many cultures, people don't shake hands when introducing themselves. But in English-speaking countries, especially in business contexts, a firm handshake with eye contact is expected.
Oh, that's so important. And speaking of eye contact, many learners look down or away when introducing themselves because they're nervous, but maintaining friendly eye contact shows confidence.
Here's another mistake: over-apologizing. Some learners say, "Sorry, hello, I'm David. Sorry for my English." Don't apologize for your English before you even start speaking.
Yes, enthusiasm is key. Even if your English isn't perfect, speak clearly and proudly. People appreciate the effort.
Let's talk about volume too. Many learners speak too quietly when introducing themselves. Your introduction should be clear and audible, not shouting, but confident enough that people can hear you easily.
And timing. Don't interrupt ongoing conversations to introduce yourself. Wait for a natural pause. Or catch someone's eye first to signal you'd like to join the conversation.
Now let's give our listeners some practical variations they can use. Sarah, what are some alternatives to, "Hello, I'm David"?
Great question. Here are some options. Hi there, I'm David. Hello, David here. Good morning, I'm David. Hi everyone, I'm David.
And for different situations, let me think. Phone calls, "Hello, this is David," or "Hi, David speaking." Email introductions, "Hello, my name is David and I'm writing to." Group settings, "Hi everyone, I'm David."
Don't forget about follow-up phrases.
Mhm.
After, hello, I'm David, you might add, I don't think we've met. I'm new to the team. I work in the marketing department. I'm a friend of Sarah's.
These additions help start conversations naturally. They give the other person something to respond to beyond just your name.
And here's a pro tip. If you're in a noisy environment, like a party or restaurant, speak a bit slower and clearer. Hello, I'm David might become, hello, I'm David, with a tiny pause to ensure they hear you.
All right, let's wrap up with a quick practice. Pause. Listeners, repeat after me. Hello, I'm David. Remember, stress on the second syllable of hello, smooth contraction for I'm.
And don't forget to smile when you say it. People can hear a smile in your voice, even over the phone.
For homework, practice introducing yourself to a mirror. It sounds silly, but it helps build confidence.
Oh, I still do that sometimes. That's all for today's episode of English Confidence. Remember to subscribe and pause. Leave us a comment about what topics you'd like us to cover next.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, every expert was once a beginner.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.